Greetings and good day to you. I hope you're doing great. I'm here with the daily Bitcoin analysis for April 20th. We're currently looking at the daily time frame. Last week, we saw a steady rise in Bitcoin's price, but over the weekend, with rising geopolitical tensions, we saw a drop of over 4%, and Bitcoin's price closed its weekly candle around $73,830.
Do you know why your profits are smaller than your losses? Because you don't analyze your trades, you just execute them. Download the Trading Journal app for MetaTrader 4 and 5 for free now.
With the upward movement last week, the price broke its downward channel to the upside, and on Friday, we saw the price rise above $76,000. Hitting a new high around $78,350. After reaching this level, the price pulled back and dropped to the daily FVG area in a short-term correction, and since the start of the day, with a growth of over $1,300, it's trading around $75,100. We're examining the capital inflows and outflows for Bitcoin ETF funds. Here we can see that on Friday, there was an inflow of over $647 million into these funds. This flow is considered the largest capital inflow since mid-January. Alongside this inflow, we can see here that on Friday, the Fear and Greed Index moved beyond the neutral zone for the first time in 6 months, reaching the greed zone. With the increased tensions over the weekend, this index also dropped, and today, as the first trading day of the week, we saw an increase from 50 to 53. We're now looking at the 4-hour time frame. Here we can see the upward movement that occurred continued up to a 4-hour order block. If the price can break through this order block and close above it, we could consider this a change of character in this time frame. Because all the upward movement we've seen in the past month happened only during this wave, and we can only view it as a market structure shift. But if the price goes above $79,000, we'll have a midterm change of character, which, with more support for Bitcoin's price, could start an uptrend. Now, with its recent correction, Bitcoin's price has reached a range where previous lows and one of the previous highs are located, and we'll consider this a key area for Bitcoin. If we see signs of this corrective move ending in lower time frames, we can look for entry into buy positions using various strategies. For a better prediction, we'll examine Bitcoin's liquidity map. In its recent corrective move, the price gathered a lot of internal liquidity, and we're looking at the $73,220 range as the remaining sell-side liquidity. On the other side, as expected, most of the buy-side liquidity is positioned above the previous peak, in the range of $78,400 and $78,650. We are currently analyzing the 1-hour time frame. For the upward movement that began at the start of this month, we've drawn an ascending channel and observed the price's reaction to it. In the recent movement, we can see that the price reached the bottom of this channel through a correction, and after reacting to it, initiated an upward move. Here, as the price approaches the channel's support line, you can see one of our strategies. The price moved lower with bearish candles, but the final candle failed to close below its previous low. In the next candle, the price gathered the liquidity of its previous low with a small move and then headed upward. To predict the next price movement, we are still waiting for news regarding Middle East tensions, as we've seen over the past 2 days that increased conflict led to a drop in Bitcoin's price. If we happen to see some positive news and a clear de-escalation today, then the price could potentially end its current correction and begin an upward move, possibly heading toward the previous peak and even aiming for higher targets.
Seven powerful volume trading indicators: footprint, volume profile, and fast scalp. Level up your trading.